MPs will be able to have a fresh vote on the Brexit deal by 12 March, Prime Minister Theresa May has said. Speaking as she travelled to an EU-Arab League summit in Egypt, Mrs May ruled out holding another so-called meaningful vote this week. But she said positive talks with the EU were still ongoing and leaving on 29 March was within our grasp. Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn accused the Prime Minister of recklessly running down the clock. In a tweet, he said the move was intended to force MPs to choose between her bad deal and a disastrous no deal. Labour, he said, would work with MPs across the Commons to prevent no deal, break the deadlock and build support for our alternative plan. On the plane to Sharm el-Sheikh for a summit between EU and Arab League leaders, Mrs May said her team would be returning to the Belgian capital on Tuesday for further talks. As a result of that, we won't bring a meaningful vote to Parliament this week, but we will ensure that that happens by 12 March, she added. Mrs May has already met European Council President Donald Tusk for talks after landing in Egypt and will meet other EU leaders on the fringes of the summit later. She said negotiations were continuing over the backstop, the controversial policy that aims to prevent a hard border returning to the island of Ireland, after Parliament voted for her to seek alternative arrangements to what is set out in her deal. And she also made clear that she wants to stay on in number 10 after the first phase of Brexit finishes, despite having promised her MPs she would not fight the next election. She said her job is not just about delivering Brexit and there is still a domestic agenda that I want to get on with. Yvette Cooper called the latest delay utterly shambolic, tweeting, "Each time we get closer to cliff edge. How are businesses, public services and families supposed to plan in this chaos?" The SNP's Westminster leader, Ian Black